Back-to-back carries here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch. On now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 18 card.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they will be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Milroe throwing on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Give now to the running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now he really manageable 2nd down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, they take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Cougar 19. Track 6. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Daniels on 1st down. He throws deep to the left side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone. Things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
The give here on second. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints pull that in front further, 13-zip.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10.
Get it! 70 tip.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopped on that play by Danny Stutzman.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On second down, it's Brooks. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Okay, ready?
Saints going with some extra defensive backs on this third down.
Ready? Cavity line. Lightning 18. Ready, ready.
Throw here, third down. Can't convert on third. That's to the ground and incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Set. Lightning 18. No. Let go.
Here's the handoff. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Daniels. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air on third and long. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Big alert, big alert. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Has it down close. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 20-zip lead. Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints push their lead to 21-zip already. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance.
Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Shotgun now for Milrow. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 17 yards.
First
down.
On the option, they give it to Brooks. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play.
Pass the 50. Pass the 50.
And 10 at the 40-yard line.
Second down, another run by Brooks. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Milrow with it on 1st. Absolutely fires this one right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, New Orleans.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints continue piling on to this lead.
Buccaneers, nothing. Blake Groupie to
Here's
kick off
Groupie on
for the
now to
Saints.
handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set, go.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And there's a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That one gains 7. And the Bucs have the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Catch made left side by Ibuka. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's an early runaway. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have it on 2nd and short. From the gun, Milrow. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10.
Liking 18. I got it. He going to go. Ready.
Milrow from the gun. And he's caught Jalen Rose. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They got 21 yards on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field.
Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's pulled in by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
That's another Buccaneers.
To the air, Milrow. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense you can...
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Fielded at the 7. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Plowing up the middle. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Daniels back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Third down. Bucs in the dime set defensively. Third and long for him here. Connection made with his running back down the middle. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They'll run here on 1st down. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that, which is kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and short, Daniels. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Smile London. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
On 1st down, hanging on a little bit. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Let's Cougar 19. Panther 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Bill Rowe looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Offense defense in the hurry up here.
Gain of 16 yards. Complete to Emeka Abuka. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll toss it here to Irving. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Let's go now. Roll.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up.
Ready?
Offense to the line for second down.
Cowboy. Come on. Hey, let's go.
Irving on the inside give. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Okay, break.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Ready? Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. Ready?
They'll air it out on 3rd. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Let's go.
Handoff headed right. Irving. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Once again, Irving. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Irving has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
It's second and goal. Looking for it with Brooks. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Buccaneers 21.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Daniels now on first down. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He'll throw it. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Punt meets him at the 28. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. Enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Craft all 80. Ready.
We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. Catch made left side by Palmer. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Cowboys.
First down throw here from Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bucs have the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set. On first down, here comes Brooks. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing now, Milrow. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Stop low, 18. Pass.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. There's one that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
For the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Hand off to the back. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another carry for him. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Okay, 3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, it's Daniels. Down the field, he's got Pierce. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 32. Now a give running right. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Putting a receiver in motion. To throw, Daniels. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
They've got a man in motion. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Go! 70 Timberwolves.
The throw outside, and they might throw this again. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready. Bronco 80.
Shotgun now for Milrow. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18.
Let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Milrow with it on first. They've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game.
31. Buccaneers 28.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. Jukes away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Daniels now against a blitz. This is a heater going deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. So he'll take possession at the enemy 45 after that interception and return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
60 bites. Let's go now. Ready.
On the give, it's Brooks. And he made it his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Running left, this is Irving. Escapes a defender. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Blocking 18.
To throw, here's Milrow. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Liking it. Ready.
On the give, this is Irving. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Got it. Ready?
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Go. 18 Cardinal.
Right back to Irving now. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up 4th down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Here we go. Here we go.
Quick throw finds about right. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. They strike for 23 yards. And now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown. 1st and goal coming up. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Bucs football, and their season on the line here as they trail.
Okay,
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Trying to run with Irving. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before they find pay dirt.
He fields it from the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Daniels on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage. Versus zone, it's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Look at that power, deep left side. And he makes the, wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They'll send out the punting unit. Collects this at the 35. Dodge the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Ready.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's the give to Irving. He's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. He'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st down from the 42.
Bronco 80, Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now it's Milrow. Escapes the pocket. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Positive that effort. You didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Roll.
Hands off here for Brooks. And fine ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go. Ready.
Running once more with Brooks. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. That's a design one from Milrow. And this isn't going to get us. They stop him a few yards short. That's a turnover on downs.
4th down, you want the ball in the hands of your biggest and best playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that is the QB. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down in time.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Here's the handoff. Blast through midfield. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Daniels now. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Picked off by Jacob Parrish.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive with Brooks. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Ready, set.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Again, it's Brooks. And he's going to have this a step or two shy of the 1st down, it looks like. He stopped at the 25-yard line. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third and just 2 to go.
Set.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And the Buccaneers get that 1st down, and that should be enough to start the celebration and earn them this win. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. All set to go now from the 35.
Come on. Go.
They give to Irving, left side. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Cougar 19. Cougar 19.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Secures this at the 17. The coverage team is there as he feels it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. First call here coming from the shotgun. They send a man in motion. Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
Man in motion here. Setting up to pass. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. Trying to push deep downfield. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Well-designed run. Here's Milroe. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.